What's up, guys? So it's been about a year since I did a video on my favorite interior mods. So I wanted to go ahead and give you guys an updated video. I've done quite a bit since then, so I want to go ahead and share that with you guys. I'll do my best to remember some of the specs on these individual mods, but again, these are just my personal preference. You guys might have different outlooks on what you guys like, but I wanted to share with you guys what works for me. So let's go ahead and take a look at my current favorite mod that I installed recently. Alright guys, number one, my favorite mod that I did is going to be this Wolfbox. So let's go ahead and turn on the Wolfbox. This is the Wolfbox. It's recording all the time. It has a running time frame there. It has a, I can have the option to switch views. This is going to be the rear and then the front. You can just go ahead and change that, just the front only. See, it's very clear. And then if you want, for me, it's important to have the rear. So I have a kitchen setup here that blocks most of my view, and that's why this is really important for me to have a view here. And I can always turn it off if I want to view the back mirror. And again, guys, this is recording all the time. I really love this product here. I do have a promo code for 18% off, so make sure you guys take advantage of that. It is my favorite mod. I do have 3 dash cams installed, and this one is definitely my favorite, guys. So Wolfbox, and make sure you guys have the power plug installed as well, because that's going to give you the power to run your cameras on all the time on a loop. So make sure you guys get that hardware kit. So that's the first mod, guys. Alright, my second favorite mod is going to be these WeatherTech window visors. So I really like these. I love to drive with the windows cracked down a bit. And this also helps with rain. So if it's raining and you want to crack this open a little bit, you can crack it down and rain won't get through. So I really like the way that these guys fit, because they are in channel and they don't fall off like some of the other ones that I've seen in the past. Gives room all the time. And I'll show you guys how it looks from the outside. Again, in channel. WeatherTech. I'll drop a link below. So number 3, guys, it was very hard between the visors or this. This is going to be the heads-up display. This is from Car Trim Home. I'll have a link below. But I really like that. It's a speedometer, and it also has sensors for like tires. It'll read your RPM and things of that nature. So let me just go ahead and turn it on so I can show you guys what it looks like. This is a sequence, 0 miles per hour. And I'm just going to take a short and quick drive just to show you guys. RPM moves up, speed goes up. And guys, overall, I just really like having the display in the front, so that I'm really catching myself not looking down at my speedometer and just keeping my eyes on the road. I really like that so far. You do have to put this adhesive behind here, but it is pretty good in my opinion. I love it. On the outside, it does show a little bit of a reflection, which I'll show you guys. But it is not bad. I know certain states have their some certain stickers there, but it hasn't bothered me at all, guys. This is how it looks. I think the benefit of this definitely outweighs any negativity towards this. There's different sensors involved. I can change, there's 3 buttons here, so I can change sensors to always display the RPM. There is also changing this to Celsius, Fahrenheit, kilometers, mile per hour, the voltage, and there is a bunch of settings. You personally just keep it at the miles per hour. And it also senses when your door is open, your trunk is open, and it will also pick up when you're fatigued. So definitely take a look at that. One of my favorite mods there. I have a promo code going on as well, so make sure you guys take advantage of that. PL7P from Car Trim Home. So that's going to be coming in at number 3, guys. And number 4, it's got to be my Switch Pros. So Switch Pros is basically going to be your internal switches so that it can control all your lights, all your accessories, everything that you have installed on your vehicle, all in one touchpad display. And it is nice. It lights up. Let me see. Well, I have to turn on my vehicle, so let me turn it on. There you go. So it lights up in the dark. You will see it. This one is an empty one, so it's nice and bright there. I am saving that one last spot for my winch when I get that. But again, I have 8 switches here. What's nice about this is that you can also put strobe functions, so I can strobe my front, my back, my rock lights. It'll basically flicker and strobe and do a sequence. So that's nice about these. And the number one thing why I really like this is that it keeps everything in one spot, one centralized location. It is not messy. I don't have a ton of switches. I do have a horn switch right here, and that's basically it. Everything else is nice and clean and all right here in display. So I have my Baja rear S1s on the rear roof. When I'm on an overland trip, I can turn those on so that those trail lights will be present. I have a spotlight for my front LP6s and the floodlight on the same light, which is going to be the lower lens. I have my rock lights from Last Fit here. I have my Last Fit glow lights here. So this is going to be the white light, and that's going to be the amber glow light. Again, my daylight running lights for my LP6s here, and then I have my Last Fit 40-inch single bar light bar here. So that's what I'm basically running, and yeah, that's going to be definitely one of my favorite mods. It is on the pricier side, and there's not a lot of discount codes here for this particular product, but I love it. And the way I look at it is that there's always going to be a resale market for this Switch Pro. And so I can always sell it, and I can basically lose a $50 to $100 max. But it's a very nice solid item, and I just love it. It is mounted here, and it is perfect for the 4Runner. So guys, that's going to be coming in at number 4. At number 5, it's a bit hidden, but these are going to be the seat jackers. So I got these from Car Trim Home. It's a great deal. It's only about 35 bucks. And it's really elevated the seat up so that it's giving me a lot more comfort of a ride. It's supposed to help with fatigue, but I haven't tested it out on long distance rides yet. But so far so good. It's a little bit higher than the passenger seat. And again, guys, it helps me keep my legs up. I have more circulation. I get into my seat fine. A lot of room on the side right here. So definitely love these seat jackers, also from Car Trim Home, 35 bucks. I also got a promo code to that. I definitely like it. The competitor that had that was Desert Does It, and it was a $75 piece, so I haven't really gotten around to pulling the trigger on that. But for 35 bucks, hey, not bad at all, guys. Alright guys, the next item is definitely going to be this center console sleeve, this cushion leather sleeve right here. So I have a Moly panel here that's not included in this. That's also a nice item that I like, but I'm not going to talk about it now. But this sleeve right here, it really helps with my elbows, especially on a long drive. It is a lot softer, more plush. I really like this. It is really worth it. I'll have a link below. I got this off of Amazon. There's a few brands out there, but this one in particular is very soft. And I don't mind the stitching at all. At first I thought it was a lot because this is more smooth and not as much of a quiltedness. But overall, I don't mind it afterwards. I think it's definitely worth it. Me and my wife both love it. Guys, this is definitely a good buy for me. Alright guys, at number 7, it's definitely got to be this storage solution here that it's double-sided. I should have went with this first. I had to buy a Baofeng mount in the past, and I drilled it onto the side right here. But this is great. I keep my taser right here. It keeps the Baofeng right here. Let me turn on some light. It's getting a little dark. So there you go. This is a lot better. So this is a plastic tray piece right here. It's stuck on with double-sided tape, and it's very sturdy. And again, I keep both of my bow fangs on each side. I keep a taser, and then there's other stuff that my wife can put right here. But this is definitely one of the newer things that I just installed. It was like 2 minutes to install, and it is great. I got this with a set, which also replaced my center console. This actually fits pretty well. I have my bear canister and my flashlight here with my glasses, and it still closes perfectly. So I really like this tray, and it is a full tray. So some of these are partial trays where it covers only half and you see a little gap right here, but this one is actually full. It goes the whole distance. It's a very snug tray. It has anti-slip on both sides. All that coin slot also leaves your coin slot, so you can also use that. Fairly deep tray. It has a hole where you can have your cord running out for your phones. And so when my wife is riding shotgun in the front, we have that there. And it's perfect. She has a remote. So guys, that is going to be the next mod that's my favorite. Alright, I know you guys have saw some sneak peeks during the other interior mod parts, but definitely one of my favorites is going to be this carbon fiber steering wheel. So this would have been higher on my list, but it was kind of a pain to install, and it is pricey. So this is what you're looking at here is about $400. This is from Car Trim Home. You know, my promo code does apply, but it is an expensive item. And keep in mind, you want to make sure that you install this the correct way, or have someone that's a professional install this, because I personally messed it up and I had all these lights going off. So if you haven't seen my previous video where I talk about it, you know, make sure you guys are installing this a professional way. But with that said, this is definitely one of the mods that I like a lot, because I use this, I touch this every single day. I have my hands on this while I'm driving, and it feels really good. The carbon fiber is great quality, and underneath where my fingers are at, it actually is a bunch of little rivets, little curvature there, so you have a nice feel. It's not just smooth. This looks also very aero and racy. The stitching is great. I blacked out the emblem with the Car Trim Home emblem, and so this is just all blacked out. It's just really nice, guys. I fell in love with these steering wheels once I started driving the Lexuses back in the day, and those luxury steering wheels were really nice. I love the wood grain, and now that I have the carbon fiber here, it's really great. So it also matches this, which is going to be my shift knob, also from Car Trim Home. So this is one of the first mods that I ever installed in my vehicle. People get all fancy with the Expedition and Essentials and all that stuff, but I just drilled it straight in here. People might hate for that, but I don't mind at all. That plastic piece is not that expensive, and I just love having my phone up here. The RAM mount is very secure, so it works with my overlanding without having any issues with the phone falling, or even having a difficult time focusing on it, touching any buttons or maps and all that good stuff. So the RAM mount, it is a very nice item. I definitely recommend it. This is this is how I just have it mounted. Nothing fancy. And lastly, I want to give credit where credit's due. My interior lights. So guys, I have a bunch of interior lights that were installed. I went ahead and used Last Fit. These have been working for over 2 years. They're extremely bright. I love them. Most important, most of these are CAN bus ready, so they work with the newer vehicles and they don't flicker. So that was one of my pet peeves in bulbs, is when everything would flicker over time because the bulbs just heat up. They had really bad heat element, or basically the heat cooling element. So these are from Last Fit. I have a promo code as well. This is definitely one of the mods that I did at the very beginning when I purchased my vehicle, and it is still lasting till this day, and it is still great. So let me go ahead and show you guys all the bulbs that I changed out here. And you got the light in the back. You've got the light here, also from last fit. 1, 2 map lights. Also this side. The doors, you've got light there. I've got light here. It's going to be a puddle light as well. Got the puddle light. And then I've got my rear lights for the trunk. Super bright when I'm camping. I only need to put one on. I'm actually planning to wrap this into red so that I can have some red light during camping. But that's my light. That's my number 10. So there you have it, guys. Thank you for joining me on this video where I covered my favorite 10 mods on my TRD 4Runner. Again, this is a 2021. These are just my personal preferences on what I think is the best. I'll have a link below for all the items that I talked about, and if there's a promo code that's available for it, I will drop a link below with it. And again, always, guys, appreciate the support. Make sure you guys give a thumbs up. And if there's anything that I'm missing, let me know. I'll catch you guys on that next one, guys.